And then back then you had a different moniker. Who was the Sour?
Yeah.
Like,
well, our last name is Sour. That's how you say it. So I was Sour Beats. We were living out of our car, like I said, crashing on people's houses. We weren't eating for like 3 or 4 days. Like when we put out that Tove Lo remix, I think we hadn't eaten like a week. A lot of forces at will were keeping us back from doing anything musically in the industry.
Hi, this is Lauren Engel of Sidewalk. I'm here with Jeff of Hippie Sabotage.
What's going on, guys?
So you were born in Sacramento, right?
Born and raised Sacramento. Born in Elk Grove in Sacramento. Grew up in Midtown, East Side.
Were your parents born in Sacramento? Are they from there? Or?
No, they're from Louisville, Kentucky originally. My family's from Kentucky and Indiana. Then my parents are the only 2 from our family who moved out to California when they were younger. And
what did they move out there for?
A better life, you know, to raise their kids, not in Kentucky.
What did they do back then, or do they?
My mom and dad have worked the same job for about 30, 40 years. They're about to retire, you know, thank God. But my dad works for FedEx, my mom works for Progressive Auto Insurance. They're both bosses and taught us how to be hardworking and shit, so.
Where do you think you got your like creative music sense from?
You know, the music side, I don't know. It sort of just popped in. We always loved music, and we came up skateboarding. And listened to rap heavily, and like skate videos always have beats in the background. And so when we started skateboarding, making our own videos as little kids, we wanted to make the music for them too. So it sort of just led to us tinkering onto the computer, making beats for those. And then I started playing guitar in like 6th, 7th grade. And then after that we were hooked. My parents never made music, or nobody in our family is musical, but
what kind of music do they play in the house?
In the house, classic rock. My parents are obsessed with Bruce Springsteen, it's on constantly. But anything from Pink Floyd, The Doors. My mom loved Black Sabbath.
How did you go from that and like finding hip hop on your own?
Hip hop? I don't know, just being a young kid. I was obsessed with rap, and then when I think I was in like 4th, 5th grade was when all like the 50 Cent, G-Unit type stuff was big, and I was Eminem and everything. And I was obsessed with all that stuff, and then our tour manager, who was also my best friend and Kevin's best friend since we've been little kids, was obsessed with underground hip-hop and really got me into all that when I was in middle school. And
you collaborated pretty early on with like Chase Moore and other people, right?
Yeah, Chase Moore, he's my best friend too. I've known him since I was 15, 16 years old. We've been making music together our whole lives. He's from Sacramento too. We made beats together for up until now.
And then you started working with people like from Chicago, right?
We started working with a lot of people from Chicago after we saw the New York wave of like rap with like A$AP Rocky and like Joey Badass start blowing up with like years back. And then once we missed out on that wave of working with those people, so once Chicago started popping, we were like, oh, we can't miss the Chicago wave. So we started working with Alex Wiley, Kimbe, 2080s, a lot of people from out there.
And did they come to you, or did you also do some time in Chicago back then? This was like when you were in high school, right? Or
this is when I was like 18, 17 years old. No, we were putting out beat tapes online on Bandcamp at the time, and Alex Wiley and Kimbe X emailed us, and then we loved their music, and we just kept working.
And then back then you had a different moniker. Who was the Sour? Like,
well, our last name is Sour. That's how you say it. So I was Sour Beats. That's what I came up with in 7th grade. You know? And then my brother's So Crates, like from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. When Socrates comes out, Keanu Reeves goes So Crates, and it goes with like records and shit. So like So Crates and Sour Beats. That was before Hippie Sabotage was formed.
How do you describe yourself back then, growing up?
How would I describe myself? I was quiet, super quiet. I'm still pretty quiet. I mumble a lot. But I was a creative kid. I played a lot of sports and skateboarded and played guitar and everything. But I pretty much kept to myself and always did the things I liked doing. I wasn't big on like partying in high school or anything.
Were you into school?
I was into school. I was a nerd,
Oh, really? What subjects?
Like everything. I wasn't big on math, but I went to UC San Diego for music technology, which is a good school. I couldn't even imagine that I got in there when I first went. I was around so many more smarter people than I was. It was like an adjustment getting to be more like an academic type person. But it was for music, so art was what I was really like wanted to do with my life, and I won this like congressional California Art Scholar Award.
Oh wow!
For this piece I did of like a portrait of myself when I was 16. and they flew me and my family out to Washington D.C. and my portrait that I did hung in the Capitol in Washington D.C. for like a year, and I got talked to give a speech at like a congressional breakfast.
So cool.
So my parents were really like keen on me doing art, you know. Even my guitar teacher was, when I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to music school, he's like, I think you should go do art instead.
Yeah.
And I was like, no man, music's what I want to do. So.
Looking back, do you think it helped going to UCSD and studying music, or?
Yeah, totally. I wanted to go to UCLA originally. That was my dream because I always wanted to be in LA and do music, but I didn't get in there after I auditioned for their music school. But UCSD ended up having a way better music program for more like studio production styles.
And you also like picked up guitar early on, right?
Yeah, I started playing guitar 7th grade or something like that. Then I started taking lessons because Kevin got like a gift certificate for guitar lessons one year for Christmas, and he didn't use them for like a year or something like that. So one day I was like, I'm gonna take this shit and use it, and I used it one day and I've been playing guitar.
And were you still under Sour Beats when you were still in college?
Yeah.
So the whole time you were like putting out stuff. Were you putting out stuff on like MySpace?
Yeah, MySpace, yeah. So me and Kevin had individual MySpaces at the time, and trying to sell beats to whoever we could or work with everybody, you know.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, that's what everybody called me Sour Beats. Nobody called me Jeff, you know. I was lying to everybody, being like, I'm working with this person and this person, you know, to make myself look cool. But
so you were known on campus for being like a producer?
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, I always, since like freshman in high school, I was always talking about trying to show people my beats and like get people involved in my music.
Were you also DJing, like even college parties and stuff, or was it just the beats?
It was just beats.
Yeah.
We came up thinking we were gonna be like mainly producers in the studio, and then people like rappers or singers would perform our music, you know.
Yeah.
And have their own DJ. But once like EDM and everybody really just embraced the production aspect of shows, we just went out there and figured it out, you know. We have a couple good friends who helped us learn how to DJ. So.
How did it actually click to you to go more into the electronic music from the hip-hop?
I was sick of going to rap shows with 50 dudes who all stand there trying to be too cool for school with their cell phone out on stage and looking like they're not having fun, you know?
Yeah.
I just wanted to go play my music and try to get everybody to have a good time, you know?
Who are you listening to, like the early people in electronic?
Early, when we first got a little more recognition from Hippie Sabotage, I was the Los Angeles like beat scene, like Low End Theory, everybody involved with that, like Flying Lotus, then like the Soul Action stuff, like, all that shit was like, I loved it, just seeing people.
That makes sense, it's like somewhat hip-hop still. Like
anything that's like got hip-hop roots in it, or I can tell rhythmically that they're doing something other than just like pure four-on-the-floor house music, you know?
Yeah.
I fuck with it.
Do you remember the first record you bought?
First record I bought, it was Dionne Warwick. I forget which album it was, but my mom was a big fan of her, and I got it at Amoeba Records in Berkeley, or in Haight-Ashbury.
How did it click to you to form a duo? Like, since you were mostly like solo, right? You did stuff together.
Well, we always did a solo, but it was always us like
collab.
Whatever's gonna get us to the next step is what we're gonna roll with, and we never thought. Kevin does a lot of things I can't do. You know, I'm not the best like talker, front man type stuff, and there's certain things in music that he's better at me. So when we combine them together, it's sort of just what we're looking for.
Yeah.
You know? So.
But was there like a turning point specifically? Because you both graduated by that point, right? When Hippie started.
High school?
College, or when did
I stopped going to college.
Oh, okay.
I went to UC San Diego, and then I had a tour with this artist named Satire, who I was the opening DJ for.
Oh.
And then I told my parents I was going to music school too, so I was like, you know, I'm finally got stuff going on for my life. This is why I go to school, you know. So we just went for music, and then Kevin moved down to San Diego. We had a Honda Accord. We lived out of the back of our car for like 6 months.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, in Ocean Beach, California, and San Diego, and
what year was this?
For like weeks. 2013.
Oh.
And then after that period of like living out of the back of our car and like really trying to make music our only option, we put out that Tove Lo remix.
Yeah.
That sort of just made everything explode for us.
But the name came from like your dad's initials,
Dad's
right?
initials, yeah. HS, Harry Sauer, and then my dad's dad, his initials are HS. And then my brother's was a political science major in school.
Yeah.
So he was always into like counterculture and stuff like that. So
How are you like living off initially? Like before that, because you still had like some time before that song came out. It came like popped off, right?
How's it living? We were living out of our car, like I said, crashing on people's houses, on their couches. Our best friend Mike Gal, also another good producer, he let us sleep at his place a long time. Feed us food when we weren't eating.
Oh wow.
Keeping us alive. Like we weren't eating for like 3 or 4 days. Like when we put out that Tove Lo remix, I think we hadn't eaten like a week. We put it out of like desperation, like we need something to change our lives, you know. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you get that confidence from that you feel like you knew that would work out somehow, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I never have a doubt, you know.
Yeah.
I've always. It's weird. People always ask me that. I always assume that's just gonna work out.
Was that kind of your parents' personalities, or are they like that too?
Yeah, my parents are very hardworking. You know, they say you can get anything you want in life. You just gotta work for it. You know, and nothing comes easy. So just keep grinding, and eventually something's gonna offer you. You know?
Do you remember like what initially started the Tove Lo song to pop off? Was it YouTube channels posting it, or what was it?
It was actually our SoundCloud. One day I woke up. I had made like an artwork for the song. We were thinking about putting out the song, but we hadn't really agreed on it, me and Kevin.
Yeah.
And I woke up one morning, Kevin said he had uploaded it, and it got, I don't know, 100,000 plays or something the first day. And to us, that was like incredible at the time, which it still is. But and then it just took off, a couple million plays, a week, a month, and then Tove Lo reached out, and we just made it all official. And
how do you think you figured out your sound so early on?
I don't know. I just make what we like, you know.
Yeah.
People say we have a distinct sound, but to me, I'm influenced by everybody else too, you know. So.
Do you think you had pressure after that song to like succeed it and make so many like hit songs that way?
Yeah,
or
of course.
Even like management pressures.
Yeah, for like the first year after that song, every song was like, I can't believe this has to be the song. But just working in that environment is not healthy, and it doesn't allow you to be creative. Like waking up every morning, stressing yourself out, like thinking like I gotta make some song that's gonna get 1 billion plays on the internet. It's just not good. So now I just make songs and then put them out, and if they do good, it's great. You know, I just want people to listen to this shit.
After that song, did you have management before that song, or
no?
Like,
it was
just after that, and then people just
like,
everyone just started reaching out.
Yeah, everybody reached out. We got linked up with some people, fake work, and then we've been solid ever since.
And then for your song, like Waiting Too Long, it was something with like you're being pushed back and you couldn't like perform and stuff, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that'll come out later. I can't talk about really right now, but a lot of forces that were keeping us back from doing anything musically in the industry. And we hadn't put out a song, like I said, after that Tove Lo song for like 6 months because of all this stuff that was going on. Then all these labels were questioning us, saying, hey, that song's a remix. You know, I don't think you guys can do it with your original music. You guys just, you know, you got lucky with that. You know what I mean? So I said, I'm going to start singing and playing my guitar like I've done my whole life. And I never sang before that, but I had something to say, you know? So that sort of sparked my idea of like just doing our own thing, creating our own sound with the guitar and singing, and Kevin in the back doing drums or something. And Waiting Too Long is all about, I waited too long to put out a song and all of our buzzes died now, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's what everybody's thinking. That's what I was talking about,
Do you think the themes in your songs have changed, like since the really early ones?
Yeah, of course. I mean, they're all centered around sort of the same thing. You know, just like heartbreak or like perseverance. Make a lot of like go out and like live your life, do what you want type songs, you know what I mean? But it's mood music, you know, emotions, just like however I'm feeling, that's what we make that day, you know.
How do you think our dynamic of a duo has changed since the beginning?
Well, one, like I said, we never thought we were going to be performing, so when we first did our first show, it was just a black table with a tablecloth
where was
on
that?
top.
That was in
San Francisco. At the Hawthorne. We didn't say anything. We had no idea what to do. And then we both DJ. We can do our set, but I just started playing the set the first show, and I just was doing everything. It was going right. And then Kevin looked at me and was like, I'm not going to fuck it up, so I don't want to touch it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then that sort of evolved into him just being like more hype man, talking to the crowd and interacting. And then we found that, you know, we both make the music together, so we're not complaining or like arguing about like you press play on the next one or something, you know. But two people allows us to like where he can interact with the crowd in the front, and then I'm in the back playing the music. That sort of evolved into this like crazy chaos interaction experience where it's more than just us playing our music out. It's like really trying to like meet everybody and get one mosh pit experience with almost every single person.
And this is something I asked all duos, but you guys are brothers. But what about Kevin's personality that you that you like and like working with and everything?
You know, well, one, he's my brother, so
yeah.
I hate him and I love him, but we've been best friends our whole life, so honestly we don't argue that much.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot stronger personality than me. He'll tell you what he's thinking at all times and can't hide his emotions as much, but I'm more like a reserved person. Keep to myself, but that's why Kevin's there talking for me.
How do you think you've grown as a person since when you started?
Grown so many ways, you know. It's been like I think 3 years now of touring, and it feels like it's been like 10 years, you know. I was so shy and like nervous to ever go out in front of even 10 people, you know. I used to be like the person who was nervous about giving a class presentation at school, you know. So having to be in front of thousands of people has opened me up to, be more talkative with people and not like so closed off, and like it really like taught me that everybody's thinking the same things, you know, and like thinking that what you're thinking like nobody else thinks is never true. So like hearing people talk to me every night and tell me what they're going through, and I'm like, oh, I went through that same shit, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like it's great. It's made me a better person.
Actually, what happened in 2016 with Agar? What challenges did you face after that?
Oh shit. I mean, the internet's crazy. One,
yeah.
The story on the internet's all fake, but definitely got me some haters for sure. But people who know us have come to our show know I'm not an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
No, I talk to everybody. If you feel a certain way about me and don't agree with me, come talk to me. You know, I'll explain to you. If you don't like my music, you don't like our show, that's fine. You know, I don't like a lot of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Call me an asshole and like personally attacking me is just I take offense to it. But internet's the internet. It was a learning lesson. You know, we used to take all the shows so seriously, like this show's gonna change our lives, you know. And it was a small little festival. We got too worked up, and security was heckling us from the start of the show, and I don't want to put blame on anybody, but you know, I'm sorry it happened. I wish it never had, but you know, you gotta move on. Like I said, keep grinding, and now just lets people know, hey, we get rowdy, man. We like having fun. You know, like I like jumping, I like pushing people around, you know. That's part of our act, and it's just to get you to loosen up and not be that dude on the phone or the girl just like sitting there and not having fun, you know. It's like come out with a group of friends, jump around, get sweaty, yell a little bit, you know. That's what shows are all about.
And other than that, what challenges have you had so far in your career?
Labels, man. Labels, music industry shit, all that, you know. But all I can say to people who want to do music is don't sign anything without a lawyer, and you can do everything yourself, man. The internet has allowed anybody to do everything. You don't need a label. You don't need any of that. You don't need a publicist, nothing, man. Just put your music online or art, whatever you're doing, you know. People will pay attention, and now there's so many ways to get paid without a middleman that it's like, you might as well do it yourself. Because when you get to that point and you're bigger and you've done everything yourself, you're worth so much more because nobody's taking a piece of the pie, you know what I mean? So,
yeah. What does success look like to you?
Success looks like nice place on the beach, waking up with blunt and coffee in the morning and making music. That's it.
Yeah. What does love mean to you?
Love, unconditional trust, man. Yeah.
And last question, what do you want to be remembered for?
Just good ass music, man. Have fun.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.